Hello guys, this is Sandir, and today we're going to be checking my results from this week and also a couple of other things like live playing also. First I want to say do not gamble, you will lose everything if you do, so if you do, gamble responsibly, but don't gamble. Also, if you want to have a chance to win $500, join my Discord, which is in the description below. If I'm not playing 500 NL until August next year, one person from my Discord will be randomly selected to win $500. On to my weekly results now. So these are my weekly results. This is not quite right, just because there were some problems with the tracking software that I use, which is Rivat. WPN was somehow banned out of nowhere from there for some days, so I couldn't use Driver to track my results on Chico. I will now show you my actual results. I won $7 and zero breakback, which I will explain. So I won a staggering 88 cents per hour this week. So basically, I did very little volume because I'm deciding to take a bit of a break in the next month or so, something like this, month and a half, just because I feel like after my downswing, I'm very burned out from all the stress of the downswing, etc. I recouped all the downswing like I showed in the last videos, but now I think I really need a break, so I'm starting to reduce my volume, and then I will take 1 week, 1 or 10 days off in 1 month or something like this. Okay, so now let's go to the other part of the video, which I want to show and I want to get also your opinion. I will show in big blinds just because it's better. Well, by the way, the results this week, I played like something like this. It's irrelevant, basically. I just didn't play enough, so it's a bit of a relevance thing. So I will show you this here. These results are not totally correct because of importing errors, etc. But I just want to show you something. So if you can see, just 1 second, guys. If you can see, my red line was always a losing red line. I never had a winning red line. And since this downswing in the last month and a half or something like this, I really went into the lab very deeply, and I literally fixed my red line. Just 1 second. So since around this date, I implemented these big changes, and this includes bomb pots, which I mean, it's just not great, but without, like, the bump pots will always affect your red line very heavily because you're putting in money without the like with any end, right? So you will have to fold a lot on the flop, etc. So you are putting in money, which is very hard to recoup. So your red line will suffer quite a bit. But in normal pots, like on PokerStars, for example, where there are no bump pots, you can see that my red line is, and this is a relatively big sample, like 70k hands around, and like I estimate that with the changes I made, I'm making about my win rate for someone implementing these changes will be from 1.2 to 1.5 BB per 100 to around 2.5, 3 BB per 100, depending on how we change it. These changes. So if anyone is interested, like in this type of things, just let me know in the comments, and I will definitely be looking to create something or something like this that people can actually follow, and good advice actually, where I really show what I did, everything, and multiple videos, etc., where I really show what I did. And I think that is really a different approach to most people for fixing the red line, because most advice is just general stuff. And I think that those that kind of advice is actually not, people will not improve their red line. And I think that I really know how I fixed this, because I really went into the lab. I didn't watch any videos. I just tried to fix it by myself, and I really did it. So if you are interested in this, just let me know, and I will definitely be looking to create something with multiple videos where I will show all the process so that you guys can actually benefit from it. Obviously, I can't do it for free because I think this is a really valuable information, but I think it will be worth it. If you guys want, just let me know. Now let's go to the live play. Okay, let's go with the live play here. So I decided to input 3 tables here. I'm not sure if you guys can see it correctly, but I think it's good enough. So let's play for some time, so for some minutes, and then I also have the automatic RNG here, which is pretty good. Here, pretty easy squeeze. First decising with pocket 5 will immediately be a fold. Let's go with a small bet versus probably recreational here. And looking to attack. In theory, on this turn, I think we should bet small, but and here I'm going to bet big with a backdoor flush and 2 overs. But I think this sizing is better here. In theory, I think we should mostly, like when we bet small is actually a bit different. But yeah. Okay, here is just a check with a queen jack and just to give up. And we can't do anything. Here we should bet sometimes, but I think this hand benefits a lot from checking, to be honest. We could bet, but it's a bit weird. Let's check up the. Let's check again. Here we can 4-bet, we can call, and now we just have to raise the ace king for sure. On this roll, I will just call. I roll means more passive action. Here I'm going to squeeze. Now, what types of hands are we value betting? Are we value betting a 10? If so, we're going to go 75 with the only sizing here. Now, we will add 2 sizings here. Guess shoving and just 75. Going to the with a shove on this one. Not sure about that. You're just going with off pot. It's the recreational. Feeling a bit distracted today, but I think we should get some spots still. 3-betting the 10-9 every time. Okay. So two recreationals. On this board on a 30, I'm going to bet off pot. And now with the ace of clubs is one of the high priority ends on a 30. I'm definitely going to bet, and I'm going for 125. I think it's fine. Um, ace of clubs will be one of the main barrels there. Going for the 3-bet with the ace 4 suited, even though this guy is like a recreational. Um, let's see what he does. Just for curiosity's sake. Calling the queen 8. This will be a check call on the flop, never check raising, I think. Here we're going for this. Very interesting turn. Think my range wants to go 75 here or check. Because we have a lot of queen X. Not only, I mean, we could implement a strategy of over better check um, with like trips plus, I guess, like some strong queen X, maybe, depending on the overbet sizing. But here against a recreational, I'm just going to bet small. And even multi-way, we could check here. Let's go with a small bet. Calling the queen 10. And calling the raise. And here I'm going small on the turn. We need to find some of these bluffs. I think in this pool this works pretty well. Honestly, this could be already be a fold on an 8, but I'm going to call one more. But this is already pretty thin, and I'm going to fold the river definitely. Not calling the river there. Wow, it goes 1/3. So against 1/3, I don't think I can fold here. It's just giving me too good of odds. So yeah, but it's kind of face up, right? So this was check. Now this guy just goes with the jam. I mean, against the recreational, I guess we just have to call sometimes here. But yeah, as he checks back that, and yeah, maybe could fold there. Going to bet again small. And I'm going to bet again, don't want to check this one. Here, going for the check raise on a 14 with a comma draw. Feeling a bit distracted today, but I'm still going to record the video. Maybe that's that call with the with the kings. No, yeah, with the kings, I think versus that sizing, you just need to call sometimes. Just need to call just because they might be a recreational doing random stuff. So, but the jack 8, I think, is just a bit loose. You're going to check again, definitely. I don't want to bet and put myself in this bad situation. Like I said, I'm feeling a bit burnout from, and I really feel that my play is starting to suffer. So I decided to reduce volume and then actually to take a break. Here I'm going for the 4-bet with the ace queen off. 4-bet bluff. Need to play a bit more and then stop it. Going with the simplification here. Like at 50 and L and lower, I think that simplifying is just a very good alternative. The 53 on this board, I'm gonna check back. Actually, I would barrel this end sometimes, like, even though it looks like we are not barreling in this formation, actually, I think this end would be barreled, but on a 91, I'm gonna check. Pretty good river, and now we just bet here. 3/4, we are going to check some 10x. And now we check, definitely, we win a lot. If he bets, I think, depending on sizing, we could very profitably call and win. Like if it was button versus big blind, I would not barrel the 10 mostly. But under the gun versus big blind, it's a different story. I think that end will be barreled at least sometimes. Pre-betting the ace 10. I'll call for the video 9-7. I don't think this is a call, but not a pure call. Here I'm going to 3-bet the jack deuce on the 28 roll. And going to check back to 9-7. Pretty favorable board for him. Calling the turn. Definitely checking. Very small sizing. I think we need to call here, especially this guy's very likely recreational. Against this sizing, I mean, it's not great, but such a small sizing in position. We're in position, so going to call one, but already not loving this. This board's pretty bad for our hand. Now we should turn this hand into a bluff. Maybe we have other hands like 10x. Check 10, S10 probably. Let's check one. And once he checks twice here, it's a different story. But once he bets, I think we can call there profitably on that specific board. If he checked the river, I would probably bluff that end. Once the 10 pairs. Okay, so here I'm going to just win big, and here on the 21 I'm going to bet, but half pot, but sometimes checking goes on. And now I'm going over bet, pretty big. Maybe even jam. It's probably a thing, so I'm going to jam. Definitely calling the turn here. King 7. We don't get there. Yeah, against pot size, I think we just fold. Send might bluff catch sometimes. Like check raise, but pot, I mean. Uh, 72 going to check again. And now we definitely value bet here. This board out of position will be bad sometimes, I think. Might be confusing some types of boards. We're just going to range bet. This end is a check on the turn. Goes to thirds. Gonna check call. Okay, this guy leads very small. I'm going to call. Actually, even raising here. And the other do that. Queen Jack off versus. Now I'm going to bet again, just because I think I fold out some snap folds here, like I said, etc. So this is against the recreational, just trying to make him fold like random hands that he might be doing this with. Very weak range in general. The jack is not great, to be honest, just because they sometimes float these kinds of queen jacks, etc. But okay, here I'm calling the jack 10. Very bad turn for him. Should be careful on this turn, I think. Huh. So on this specific card, I will check call. On different cards, I would definitely bet small, but on this specific card, I'm just going to check call. I don't think, like, just because we don't have many bluffs left here. And if he has like queen jack, ace king, I don't think he's calling, just because like it's very hard to find a bluff, right? So if we don't have many bluffs, and I still has a lot of hands to bluff with. So it's kind of a high card ends. I don't think they will call enough. So just trying to rely on on the fact that he will have some bluffs and might bluff sometime. Even though on this run out is I think it's unlikely that he bluffs, but um, might be wrong. Maybe even 10% is okay. Yeah, 10% might be the best play there. Not sure. Like when he bets big, keep in mind that he bets big on the flop, so pretty big actually, like 70% or something like this, or 60%, I think. So this end, I think, in theory, is a check. I'll check it. Just trying to play very theory oriented and just as much as possible, obviously. And now I think we just need to put this hand into a bluff, trying to make him fold like ace eyes. No, okay, no, that's fine. And yeah, guys, I will start wrapping it up. Play for around 20 minutes, I think. Calling here, definitely. Here, checking. Multi-way. And yeah, sorry for being a bit laggy. I'm definitely not my freshest, and I think my play is suffering quite a lot actually in the last few days. I can actually see from my red line, which we were talking about. So. Okay, so this guy bets big, this guy calls. I really don't think that there's much merit in betting here. Jack 10, I mean, if I had a stronger 10, like King 10 plus, I think I would bet, but Jack 10, I think. There you go. Just a bit weak when this guy bets big and this guy calls. I mean, I think there will be enough bluff catchers there. Worst bluff catchers. Worse sense calling from that guy. I think that guy doesn't have anything, to be honest, or some random hands. Yeah, there we go. So, the pattern. So, this hand will definitely start bluffing sometimes in this formation, but I'm going to check this time. On a higher formation, I would definitely start bluffing this hand in this formation. Wait for typical 75%. And yeah, guys, don't forget to join the Discord. If you like the video, leave a like and subscribe to not lose the following videos. See ya.